Nicola is £3,800 behind on her council tax. It started with one missed payment of £175. 14 days later, she legally owed the rest of the year. She hadn't bought anything. There is a drawer in her kitchen she doesn't open. Everything in it is from the same place. She knows roughly what the letters say. She has known for 3 years. She works full-time in a hospital laundry. She lives alone in a 2-bed terrace. She has not been on holiday in any of those 3 years. The £3,800 has built up across 3 council tax years. There are court costs on top of it, and a fee of £79 from the most recent letter. A year ago, she could not say that number out loud. She can now. That is the only thing about it that has changed. And here is the part that makes it hard to talk about. She cannot point at anything she bought with it. There is no holiday, no sofa, no night out. Nothing to hold up and say, that was where the money went. Debt with no purchase attached to it is difficult to explain to anyone, including yourself. So it is worth going back to how a bill she was paying became £3,800. The rules that follow are England's. Her council tax bill was £1,750 a year. It was collected over 10 monthly payments of £175. April to January. February and March look free. They are not free. They are the 2 months the whole year has already been squeezed into. 3 Septembers ago, the clutch went on her car. She needs that car for a shift that starts at 6 in the morning. The repair came out of her account first. 4 days later, the council tax direct debit bounced. £175. She meant to sort it on payday. That is the whole of it. The plan was fine. The timing was not. The reminder notice arrived. It gave her 7 days to clear the arrears. Payday was 11 days away. When those 7 days passed, another 7 began. And at the end of them, something happened that most people only find out about when it happens to them. She lost the right to pay in installments. The unpaid balance of the year became legally due all at once, not the £175 she had missed. Everything still to come. She had paid April to August, 5 payments. The remaining £875 was now owed in full. Nobody decided that. No one at the council opened her file and chose it. That is simply what the regulations say happens. She had missed £175. A fortnight later, she owed £875. Then, a final notice. Then, a liability order at the magistrates' court, with the council's costs added on top. And the following April, while she was still repaying that, the New Year's bill arrived. A full year, plus a catch-up, on a budget that had never quite managed a full year on its own. She fell behind again that autumn. The same 14 days ran again. 3 council tax years. Court costs on 2 of them. 1 enforcement letter. £3,800. For 3 years, Nicola believed she was the only person on her street who could not manage a bill that everybody else seemed to pay. She was not close to being alone. At the end of March this year, the total council tax owed in England reached £7.4 billion. That was up almost 12% in a single year. More than 1 in 3 people who go to step change for debt help are behind on their council tax. Across a recent year, their arrears averaged around £2,000. And in its most recent published year, Citizens Advice helped more than 86,000 people with council tax arrears. Council tax is the second biggest debt problem people bring to them. Only energy is bigger. 1/4 of those people need advice about bailiffs. Nicola was not the exception on her street. She was in a queue of tens of thousands. And when that many people end up in the same place, the problem is usually not the people. So here is the part Nicola did not know, and most people do not. Council tax does something that almost no other household bill does. Miss a single payment, and the rest of the year can stop being installments and become one debt, due now. Not after months of ignored letters. 14 days. That is not a recent crackdown. It is written into regulations from 1992, and it is still the law today. And it tightens. If a second reminder goes out in the same year, that grace disappears. Miss a payment after that, and the remaining balance can fall due the following day. Then comes the part that catches people twice. Once a year has been accelerated like that, repaying it lands on top of the next year's bill. Falling behind once makes falling behind again more likely, not through carelessness, just arithmetic. The system that does this was not built to punish anyone. It exists to protect the money that pays for bin collections and social care and streetlights. The difficulty is that it applies the same 14 days to someone avoiding a bill and to someone whose clutch went in September. The rule does not tell them apart. There are protections, and some of them are newer than most people realize. Since May this year, an enforcement agent has to give 14 clear days' notice before acting, instead of 7. Up to 28 days if a debt advisor is involved. The fees are fixed and published. £79 at the first stage. £247 if an agent actually visits. They are not invented household by household. There is also council tax reduction. For people on a low income, it can bring a council tax bill down, and in some cases bring it down to nothing. Every council runs its own scheme, so what it means where you live depends on where you live. And the worst version of this, the one people lie awake imagining, is a legal power in England that is almost never used. Courts do still make suspended orders, but between 2019 and 2023, nobody was actually sent to prison for not paying council tax. Which brings it back to Nicola. Her debt is not £3,800 because she overspent by £3,800. It is £3,800 because a 2-week gap in September met a rule that turns a missed month into a year. If your own arrears look impossible next to what you actually failed to pay, it is worth looking at how much of that gap is acceleration, court costs and fees, rather than anything you spent. That gap is not a measure of your character. And those 14 days are the hinge, which means they are also the place where this can go differently. If a reminder notice has arrived or you already know a payment is about to fail, there is one realistic move. Contact the council before that window closes and ask to pay in smaller amounts. Citizens Advice's own first piece of guidance on council tax arrears is to contact the council straight away, rather than waiting to be contacted. A reminder notice is not only a demand to be endured in silence, it is a period in which the escalation has not happened yet. The council does not have to agree, but that conversation can only do anything while the window is still open. This does not clear anything. It does not need to. It is about the speed, not the amount. The speed is the part of this you can sometimes get in front of, and if you are already past that point, you do not have to work it out on your own. Citizens' Advice is free and confidential, and council tax is one of the things they deal with most. Nicola opened the drawer in February. It took her 4 days to work up to the phone call and 11 minutes to make it. She agreed an amount she could actually pay each month. It is not fast. It will take her years. The £3,800 is still there, but nothing new has been added to it since, and she stopped carrying it on her own. If this helped, you can subscribe for more calm explanations like this.